So the first thing I do is I put a Sharpie mark on the cylinder with the one I'm starting with. I wrap a solvent coated patch around a 22 caliber cleaning rod, in this case because I'm using a 22 caliber, and I have it chucked into my drill. I take and slide the patch in as I slowly speed the drill. Of course, now I have to hold the cylinder. And then I run this patch in with this to the cylinder, and I run the drill for a couple seconds back and forth. Move on to the next one. Carry that around for all 10 cylinders. Take just a shop towel and I wrap it around the brush, and I just to clean out that bore compound and the sludge that's in there, I just feed him in. Ow. Gun slipped in the place. There we go. I just feed that patch in. And I guess maybe you could use shop towel instead of patches. I've always just used patches. There, you can see, so that gets rid of all the bore paste and everything. Now we'll go to the red polishing. So then I take a scoop of bore compound, put it on a patch. So then same process, now that I got the patch liberally coated with bore paste, start in the first cylinder that I've marked. Run the patch in and out. Now with this one here, I typically change patches with every cylinder, because you'll notice, you can see as it's coming out, it's getting very, very black. So that's what the patch looks like after one cylinder. I'm going to go to the second one here in this case, and just to see what happens, if it gets, how bad it gets. Okay, so now I'm going to change the patch, but instead of changing the patch to another with bore, I'm actually going to go to the next container, which is the bore paste. And this is the polishing compound. So next one we'll see is I'll be putting the red stuff on. So now I've applied a good dollop of bore paste on there. This is the polishing compound, it's red. And make sure you get it on there, because it really helps to stick the patch to the brush as well. Okay. Then I'm going to wrap it on the brush. Now if you're using, if you're cleaning a 357 revolver or a 44 revolver, it's the same process. You just use the same brush that you'd use in the bore. There we go. Whoop. And again, I forgot to tighten the gun in the vise, so I'm going to have to hold everything. Then I just gradually just run back and forth with the paste. Polishing compound. This one typically I find that you can do 2 cylinders with it. Even though it looks black, it works just as well on the second cylinder, or second charging hole. And then again I'll take and I'll clean those out, and then I'll take a solvent patch and I'll make sure it gets all done up. So you can see they definitely get black. They do take off all of the lead and everything that's accumulated on the cylinder. And of course you have the brush underneath, which helps as well, because it does stick through. Again, just simply wrap the blue shop towel around. And then again, we're going back. I reclamp the gun in the vise. So we're going back to the cylinder that we've marked with the Sharpie, which is this one. And we just feed it in. Whoop. There, we just feed it in. And just run it back and forth, and it takes off the residual polish and everything that's left behind. And we'll do the second one since we've done the 2 of them. I find it helps to use a variable speed drill, and you don't want to go too fast. I just go back and forth a couple of times. Guess till the patch comes off the thing, and good enough. No. So then I just take a regular old 22 patch, clip it on the rod, and just poke it in the hole. And you can see when it comes out the cylinder. This is actually a swivel handle, so you actually have to turn the rod itself. I usually give the rod a turn, pull it back and forth a few times. I just want to try and clean that up as best I can. And then I do the same thing on the second hole now. And we'll take the gun out of the vise. Hopefully it'll show on the video the difference. Kind of stuck in my vise jaws here. Okay, so we'll go to the black line. That's this cylinder. If you look down, you can hopefully see how bright and shiny it is. So this one and this one are the cleaned ones. These are the ones that haven't been cleaned. Trying it again with a flashlight, hopefully. It's very hard to tell, but anyway, it does take all of the excess lead and everything out of the cylinders. This is a must-do if you're shooting 38 special in 357 revolvers and you've shot 200-300 rounds of 38s and then you want to switch to 357. You probably will need a hammer to get the cartridges out otherwise.